Home prices and rent continue to rise as people are struggling in the pandemic. And the Florida legislature is once again diverting millions of dollars from the state's Affordable Housing Fund, commonly known as the SHIP program. This year, they're redirecting much of it before it even gets into the fund, and selling it by saying that means they can no longer be accused of raiding the fund.
We are putting in state statute that fund can no longer be raided.
Meanwhile, the Biden administration is going in the other direction. It's distributing billions of additional federal grants to reduce homelessness and build more affordable homes.
To expand and put in the market new affordable housing.
Which brings us now to our guest in this week's Spotlight. HUD Secretary Marcia Fudge, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Your plan is to reduce homelessness and expand affordable housing through federal grants, and you've said there's quite a bit of flexibility. Do you understand the implications of telling a state like Florida that has quite a bit of flexibility in terms of how to spend affordable housing fund? It's for billions of dollars in its own affordable housing fund for years. How do you stop it from spending these federal housing grants in ways you don't intend?
Well, I said flexibility, but within certain confines. Clearly, we're not going to just tell people, oh, you can do whatever you want to do with it. But in the resources that are coming out shortly, the announcement we made on yesterday about trying to eradicate homelessness, the city of Tampa is going to get a little over $6 million. What those resources can be used for is to find ways to put persons who are homeless into stable homes and or to assist those persons who are in domestic violence situations. The flexibility comes within how they do it. Do they want to buy a hotel and turn it into low income or medium housing processes that they're already using, make those better? Do they want to spend resources on vouchers? There are a lot of options as to how they do it. That's the flexibility, but they must do it within a confine of finding ways to get persons who are homeless off the street and into permanent, stable housing.
In terms of the how and the wiggle room, to give you an illustration, this year the legislature is planning to divert $200 million from its own affordable housing fund for water infrastructure projects, and the claim that that would create more affordable housing.
And working to solve this existential water problem that we have, that will make housing affordable.
Is there a specific prohibition that would prevent the state from using federal housing grants, say for water projects, on the claim that that would create more affordable housing, which would not be the intent that you have in mind?
There absolutely is oversight, and there are prohibitions as to how these resources can be used. The good thing about the home money that is coming for us for homelessness is that they have to tell us what they are going to do with these resources. But these are very structured dollars. They must be used to assist those who are at risk of homelessness or who are homeless, or as I said, those who are fleeing domestic violence. So that is the only thing they can use the resources for. And we do have the oversight and we intend to use it. So I'm not so concerned about not following the rules, because the rules are things that we are going to be overseeing.
Looking beyond the rescue plan, our nation is still facing disparities due to racist federal housing policies from the 1930s through the 1960s that shows in lingering disparities in wealth and income and property values and geographic divisions by race. What more can and will you do to address that?
Well, there are many things we can do as it relates to housing. We do know that the housing gap between whites and people of color is as large today as it was 50 years ago. Part of it is because of lack of access to capital, redlining, down payment assistance, which most people of color and people who are poor, those people we want to get out of public housing, those people we want to help take the next step, they have not had the same opportunities as most people in this country. So one of the things that we can do right away is to provide the access to the credit, educate them on the home buying process, and level the playing field by making sure that we assist in ways that homeowners need assistance. All of that can be done within this one agency. There are other things that can be done, but we can make a huge impact on it right now.
Secretary Fudge, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.